Michel Torok. Michel Torok, born October 28, 1929, is an American country music singer, songwriter, artist, author, and guitarist, best known for his 1953 hit Caribbean. He also wrote Mexican Joe, which catapulted Jim Reeves to stardom. They began to write together and charted many top 20 hits. Torok reached the Billboard charts several times. In 1957, with Pledge of Love Billboard Top 20, written by his wife. In 1960, Torok's recording of Pink Chiffon topped out at number 60 on Billboard. His last hit record was Instant Love in 1965, produced by Jimmie Bowen. Early life and education. Torok was born in Houston, Texas, United States, to Hungarian immigrants Miklos and Iron Torok, with an older brother named William. He was playing guitar by the age of 12 and attended Stephen F. Austin State University in Nacogdoches, Texas from 1948-1953 on a football and baseball scholarship. He majored in art and minored in world history and graduated with a bachelor's degree in art and journalism. Career. During the summer of 1950, Torok played baseball with a team from Garrison, Texas, the Bulldogs, and also pitched for the Minden Redbirds in Minden, Louisiana. During that period, known for his guitar playing and singing in Houston, he was also hired to write a special song for the Conoco Oil Company in Houston. It was titled Continental Roll Along and was used as a promotional recording given to company employees to celebrate the company's 100th birthday. He also recorded his first session in Houston with a duet partner named Sally Lee. These masters later wound up on Imperial Records. In 1948, Torok enrolled at Stephen F. Austin College in Nacogdoches, Texas on a baseball and football scholarship. During the next 2 years, he performed his own morning radio show on KSFA and KFRD in Roseburg and K3 in Lufkin. Impressed by the rolling East Texas hills, Mitch recorded 2 singles for the FBC label in Roseburg, the Nacogdoches County Line and the Piney Woods Boogie. One of Torok's idols, Hank Williams, died suddenly on January 1, 1953. Prior to graduating in May, Torok was struck by the pall of sadness that enveloped the country music industry and its many fans. Inspired by a need for some happy songs, he immediately penned a happy-go-lucky song titled Mexican Joe, which he wrote in 30 minutes, initially intending the song for another one of his idols, Hank Snow. But a new record producer and label owner from Hollywood, Faber Robison, happened by Nacogdoches and found Torok and the song. Torok wanted one of Robison's supposed heavy West Coast artist to record his song. He reluctantly gave it to him and his Abbott record label to be recorded by one of his own struggling artists, the then unknown Jim Reeves, in Shreveport. Torok, feeling the chances of Reeves' record hitting were small or non-existent, planned to use the Jim Reeves record as a demo to send to Hank Snow. Reeves had been hired to be an announcer on KWKH and The Hayride Show, but not allowed to sing. Torok's song Mexican Joe was recorded by Reeves and it became a #1 hit, and spent 7 weeks riding the top of the Billboard country music charts. Torok was then signed to Abbott Records. A month later wrote his own #1 hit that became popular in both the Billboard country and jukebox charts and remained at the top for 4 weeks. The song was Caribbean. It remained on the country chart for 24 weeks, also a top 5 hit on both the bestsellers and disc jockey charts, as well as being a No. 13 hit in Australia. Torok became a member of Louisiana Hayride on KWKH-AM in Shreveport. In 1954, his song My Arabian Baby appeared as the B-side of Snow's hit I Don't Hurt Anymore. Torok gained a No. 8 country hit with Hoochie Coochie Henry from Hawaii, and in 1956, after joining Dickie Records in Nashville, he had top 10 success on the UK singles chart with his and Gail's song When Mexico Gave Up the Rumba and Red Light, Green Light. This success led to a 4-month tour of the United Kingdom in 1957, headlining at the London Palladium. His shows included English comedian Dickie Henderson and Shirley Bassey. It marked the only time Torok has performed with a full-pit orchestra with written arrangements on all the songs, led by Torok's own conductor, Maurice Tex Bromley, at the onstage piano with him. In the next few years, Torok made further recordings for Mercury and RCA. His last U.S. chart entry was Instant Love for the Reprise record. Prior to that, he had two other hits on the Billboard Hot 100 Pledge of Love hit No. 25 in 1957 and Caribbean Hit Again in 1959, peaking at No. 27. In 1960, Pink Chiffon, also on Jamie/Guidon, peaked at No. 60, and in 1996. This song was used as main title music in RKO Pictures' movie Laura Smiles 2006. Torok continued to write songs, working in partnership with his wife, who has used both Gail Jones and Ramona Redd as pseudonyms, the latter being her maiden name. Their songs were recorded by artists including Skeeter Davis, Kitty Wells, Hank Snow and Willie Nelson, Jerry Wallace, Billy Walker, Barbara Eden, Glenn Campbell, Dean Martin. Clint Eastwood sang their song, No Sweeter Cheater Than You, in the Warner Brothers Honky Tonk Man movie. They also wrote the title song Lookout, All Norwood's Common Home, for Glenn Campbell's Paramount movie Norwood, and 5 other songs on different Campbell albums, including Arkansas, a tribute to Glenn's home state. Hank Snow recorded Torok's songs Caribbean, Dogbone, My Arabian Baby, and The Mysterious Lady from St. Martinique on one of his last. It has been shown in Nashville, in Branson, and recently in Las Vegas, and has been signed by over 50,000 Elvis fans. Mitchell and his writing partner, wife Gail, also created a tribute to Nashville's 200th birthday. They also wrote, produced, and performed on a Texas history album titled The Ballads of Texas. Torok has also written a book and accompanying CD titled Jim Reeves, Me and Mexican Joe, which tells the story of how the song made its way to Reeves. Torok also created smaller artistic tributes to Alabama coach Paul Bear Bryant, Dolly Parton, Big John Merritt, and other smaller creations. Gail died in Nashville in 1985, and Torok is now semi-retired on the coast of Texas, his home state, where he still paints and is writing several albums. Personal life. Torok married Gail Redd, a beauty queen from Lufkin, Texas, in 1951. Discography. Caribbean 1960 Guidon, Guitar Course Instant Fun 1966 Reprise, Singles. A Caribbean also peaked at #26 on R&B chart.